Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit Boston. You're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it on YouTube. And, of course, if you're listening to this in the audio realm, we're available everywhere, including Apple iOS and the CastBox app.
Yeah.
We got a great partnership with CastBox.
We do. Great app. Check it out. It really helps the show to check it out. Subscribe,
You know what I was
leave a comment.
doing?
What?
I was on CastBox the other day during my run.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking for something to listen to. I ended up
Did you
listening
listen
to
to Slow Burn Season 2 yet?
No, man. I'm not really into the whole Clinton Ken Starr thing. I might check it out.
You should. It's really good. You finished RFK tapes, right?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really good, too.
I was listening to some Talk is Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
But then I flipped over to our channel.
The pre-all-in one?
And I was,
that's a really good
that one,
episode.
where Jericho obviously gets drunk, and it's hilarious. And I was looking at some of our comments.
Yeah.
Did you know that? So we're at 4. We're back onto the road to 1,000.
Cool.
It's like it's like we're halfway there.
Awesome.
We got there before.
Yeah.
But I encourage everybody to now go back and do more comments on the newer version of Going In Raw.
Yes, more
like
comments.
right after we got this, we switched servers. Our podcast people did this to help benefit the show.
Yes.
But in our small version of the in our micro view, the comments here, we were at like 1,600. Now we're back down to 458.
All right.
Look at this from Alejandro says, this is the only wrestling podcast I hear. Been following since top 10 videos. Too sweet and a hearty handshake
thank
from
you very much.
Ecuador.
That's great.
All
Thank
over
you.
the world. We're worldwide. You know who else is worldwide? Or what else is worldwide? The Going In Raw Hates Championship.
Yeah, man.
So regardless of how you feel about Adam Mayhem,
He's still your champion.
I know there's lots of opinions out there. He successfully defended the Hates Championship in Korea in a triple threat match. The video is out there on the interwebs. I will tweet out. He might have already done that. I'll tweet out a link to it from the Real Going In Raw Twitter account. Mm-hmm. And then today during the post show for Going In Raw, available to patrons $1 and up, we might just take a look at the match.
Great idea.
The Adam Mayhem match.
Great idea.
So that's very exciting. A couple programming notes before we continue on. Number one, I'll be here today, tomorrow, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you're on a top secret mission.
I'm a classified mission.
So Thursday and Friday, it's going to be all Larson. Might have a special guest in here on Friday. I'm working on that. Maybe a couple special guests.
So Thursday is just going to be you?
It's going to be me and NXT, man.
No Luchando on Thursday?
He doesn't watch NXT.
What about Luchando on Friday?
Maybe. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
I hear he has a big mask versus mask match coming up on because that's on Thursday. He's got a big. Did you hear about that? He's got a big mask v mask match on Thursday.
Yeah.
So when he shows up on Friday, he might be Sin Mascara.
Or he might be what's with.
Con,
yes. As soon as I asked, I knew the answer to it.
Con Mascara.
Yeah.
I look so red. I was in the sun a lot yesterday.
I could tell. You got doing yard work?
No, I had a birthday party. I went for a jog first.
Was it your birthday party?
And then I went to, no, I had two birthday parties. Yesterday I had the family birthday party, and then before that, we had a poolside birthday party for one of Alabama's little friends. And I put like sunblock on, but
It only goes so far, man.
yeah, it was bright.
Did you get your Pikes Peak, your Mountain Mikes?
Yeah.
And?
So good. It's
good.
It's the best pizza out there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't know about that.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. I got this from Zach Stolpa. Thank you, Zach. It's a little. Usually I get larges. This is a medium.
Oh yeah.
So it still fits. It fits fine.
Yeah.
But the sleeves are a little high up.
Yeah. Any opportunity you get to do that, my God, it's the worst.
I do it to mess with you. Let's do a couple super chats and we'll get to the news. Fear and Loathing NYC. Friendos, hello. Home from work and high as F. A surprise Undertaker is opening a gift from Michelle McCool. He opens it up to find a CB radio. Go.
Oh, man. I love being able to contact
over the radio waves, people from the depths of hell. I'm pretty sure that's the only people who have CB radios anymore. People who are already in the depths of hell.
I think truck drivers still do CB
Do they
radio.
still do CB? They haven't adapted to like Wi-Fi of some sort. Some trucker Wi-Fi is not available.
I don't know.
That can't be right.
I'm not up to date in the latest in.
You know what my favorite song
truck
is?
driver technology. What?
Convoy.
Yeah.
Jonathan says Raw is Renee. We're going to talk about that.
Yes, very soon. Alto says check Twitter. All right. Well, we both can't do it.
You do that.
And Combs, 1986. I've been playing the new Spider-Man game, and it's real. Power rank best Spider-Man villains. Thanks, guys. Well, Green Goblin has to be number 1.
You know, I'm not huge on. I don't really care about Spider-Man's bad guys. Like, there's Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
He's good.
Green Goblin's good.
Green Goblin. I always felt he was just sort of goofy. Venom is probably because I came up in the 90s. Like I was reading the 90s.
But he's kind of transitioned to just as much anti-hero as villain, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Probably he was so popular so quick that it was kind of he was a heel that couldn't stay heel.
Yeah,
that's what he kind of like Deadpool. He was a heel that could never stay heel.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably, but who knows?
Who knows? Name explained. Just got here. Have I missed anything? Not much. Shane Anonymous, longtime viewer, and finally made a live stream. You guys helped me get through work. Keep up the great work, friendos. Thank you very much, Shane. Travis Dayton, the band is back together. Welcome back, Larson. Thank you.
What am I checking on Twitter?
I don't know. Alto said he tweeted something.
There's nothing here.
You probably want to read this next one from Wayne Maker.
All right. Oh, Wayne Maker, right? Hello, you pair of twats. Oh, the picture originally of Renee Young that I was going to put on the thumbnail was her doing this for some reason, and I liked it because it's a direct shot at our British friends. This is bad in England. You can't
You can't do that. You can't do that. Fear and Loathing NYC says Korea Shmria. I want Robert Mueller's. Can't talk right now. The next investigation be on Adam Mayhem, not my champ.
Oh man! Oh, look at that. Oh, by the way, Anthony Matude just ordered us Chicago.
Oh, yeah, those are back on sale.
Those are back on sale. Friendomarket.com. If you order it during the show,
Steve will say your name.
I will say your name out loud.
Yeah. Universal Jones, happy belated birthday, Steve. Get in your birthday suit.
That, I believe, means naked.
Yeah, and we'll get our YouTube channel.
Nobody wants to see
Bree
that.
Marie finally caught the live stream before class. Happy Monday, friendos. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Fear and Loathing NYC. Kayfabe, what assignment did Jonathan Coachman go on to not have a Raw gig anymore? We're going to talk about that during the show because they explained why he's off Raw.
Oh, good. I don't know this information. I come in, I just read.
They just say he's going to the. He's got a new position.
Don't say that.
Brandon Lusala. Any specific PlayStation 2 era SmackDown versus Raw games you guys want? Which one do we have?
I think we have 06.
That's the only one we have.
I'm pretty sure the only one we have is 06. Anything that's goofy, although the goofy one might have been for like GameCube or something. I don't know.
W.S. Fletcher, we got one more. Okay. Undertaker is an ensign on the Enterprise talking to Worf about switching duty shifts. Go.
Hello, Mr. Worf. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Good Worf.
I have a Hell in a Cell match coming up this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, and I need to switch my shifts because I'm working the weekend shift usually.
You are aware that we're in space.
You can rest in peace. And then Tombstone Worf.
Wow.
Anyways.
Worf kicks out at 1.
Whoa! Whoa! Last ride. Let's talk about Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
El Idolo himself has seemed to have found not just one fan, but the ultimate fan backstage in WWE. This is coming from Fightful.
Yeah.
Fightful spoke to multiple people backstage in WWE about Andrade Cien Almas. And apparently he's endeared himself to many in control of his fate on the show. Fightful adds that Andrade has impressed several WWE officials, including Vince, based on his work with AJ Styles, which directly led to his feud with Daniel Bryan. Fightful also mentions, quote, there is already an incredible amount of trust put into Almas, even though he could barely get on TV his first couple months on the main roster.
Yeah, Fightful source continues, quote, that in the case of Almas, he was put in a spot where he wasn't expected to shine the way he did, and it made an impression, and that's typically the way that McMahon ends up taking notice of people who come from NXT. So
Ruben Nuno Ortiz just placed an order for a shirt.
So it sounds like, at least in Vince's mind, when you're brought from NXT, the expectations are so low.
Okay, let me ask you something. Is it weird that like we know more about these cats coming up from NXT than Vince does?
Seems that way.
That's a little weird, right?
It is weird, I know.
You're populating your show with people that you don't know what their deal is
and
what they can do.
It seems like in his mind, he doesn't really know anything about them, and therefore, like if they are really good at their job and they show that they are really good at their job, then he's impressed by them.
Yeah.
Like just watch some NXT, Vince.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't sleep.
Right. What is he doing with his time?
I don't know.
He's not looking at that Gargano Almas match and saying, "Ooh, I can make a lot of money off that guy. Bring him up now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
you have
get
Almas
it.
barely on TV, and then you have him in a match against AJ, and then it's just then that Vince realizes that Almas is money and great.
What the hell?
Pay attention, Vince.
Maybe pay attention, because hey, I'll say this about Almas, and this isn't true about everybody. All right, this isn't true about everybody, and I'm not sure what the difference is. If it's unfair to say this, I don't know. But when Almas came over from NXT, dude, there are certain guys, and Drew McIntyre is definitely one of them as well, who when he shows up on Raw and then Almas on SmackDown, there seems to be an extra little bit of fire. Both those guys already had it, right?
Yeah.
But like Drew is another name that we've heard about Vince really being into him, because there seemingly is like an extra little edge. Some guys just bring. I remember Almas's, I forget who's against, but Almas's first match on SmackDown when he got called up, right? There was just, maybe he was against like a jobber or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
There was just, and it was the same thing he had in NXT, but he didn't dial it down at all. He brought the intensity. I remember his running knees to the corners.
Yeah.
They just look there's such a sense of urgency with his performance in the ring.
There's a sense of ferocity with his high impact moves. That back elbow he does.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds like a shotgun's going off in the arena, because it seems like both Almas and Drew, to piggyback on your point there, showed up to the main roster as if they had something to prove.
Yeah. Now, and I hate saying this because I really love him and I think that they're wasting a massive creative opportunity with him. But take Bobby Roode on the other hand. It took him a while, and I think too long, which is why we see him where he is now. And I understand that he was a heel in NXT and they brought him in as something completely different, essentially simply the glorious gimmick.
Yeah.
And so you can't blame it all on him.
No.
But I didn't see that level of intensity coming from him.
Yeah.
They had him out there smiling all goofy. And again, I'm not putting it squarely on him, but Almas, thank God they didn't do what I thought they were going to do, bring him in as a face. Drew, they brought him up in a role that just demanded his intensity anyways, but essentially it was just Drew.
Well, maybe part of it, too, is when they brought Almas specifically, and to a slightly lesser extent Drew, they brought them up in scenarios which it didn't demand a ton. Their performance on camera wasn't as dependent on character as it was their performance in the ring.
Sure, yeah.
And I think they benefited from that. Whereas Bob Roode, it was all about, hey, here's this happy, glorious Bob Roode character, and that was the focus, not what he can do in the ring.
Yeah. I wonder if Bob Roode, because we know he can be super intense in the ring. We know that. I wonder if maybe he tried to dial that down to play into that character.
Could be.
Because his first match was against, I think, like Aiden English.
Yeah.
And it was it had like a commercial break, so it was a relatively competitive affair.
Way longer it should have been.
So, man, I don't know if he would have seamlessly slid into the glorious character, maybe that would have spelled a different outcome for him. And I mean, I'm sure there's still plenty of time for him to turn around. I hope this Chad Gable team pays off. I really do. I like Bobby Roode a lot. But it does kind of speak to, if you ramp up that intensity in the ring, Vince is sitting there at Gorilla watching. He knows when you're bringing it, and if he sees that back elbow and it's like, oh my God, what was that?
Yeah.
I also kind of wonder if expectations for a guy like Almas and maybe even Drew might be. So expectations for Bobby Roode. Vince McMahon sees the glorious thing and he's wowed by it. There's nothing about Almas that is so overwhelming in terms of his presentation that you're going to have your expectations through the roof.
Yeah.
You think of glorious Bobby Roode. The guy looks amazing. He's got this spotlight on him, the amazing robe.
The robe that seems to be luminescent, the great song, all that. Yeah.
The expectations might be really high, and so they can only go down, even though they book him like crap.
Mm-hmm.
With Almas, it could be that, wait,
But again,
who's this guy?
Yeah, that's because
You know?
Vince doesn't
and
apparently
he does
pay
because he
attention
doesn't
to
pay
the work.
attention. Yeah, so there's like no expectations there. I don't know. Maybe that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how that could be a good thing. But at the same time, I guess maybe the case could be made if he keeps ignorant about what's going on in NXT. I'm not actually an advocate of this.
No.
But
It gives people an opportunity to wow the boss
yeah,
when they might not otherwise be given that opportunity per se.
and I mean, I
And
would
if it helps
imagine
them, then that's good for them.
And there is a difference in atmosphere. There are two different beasts coming from, Full Sail. And granted, takeovers aren't, it's not chump change or anything, but
No.
coming from Full Sail on a, monthly basis to, a weekly basis on TV, and then of course the house show schedule, that's a bit different.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's one reason why Vince, thinks that it's okay not to pay attention to his developmental project. I think that's terrible. I really
it
do.
is.
I think it's awful. But it's good. It's good to see that real solid quality work, which him and Zelina Vega both put in,
It was hopefully being rewarded.
is being rewarded.
If maybe not in wins, at least in high-profile feuds, they'll give him some spotlight.
Hey, man, look, what happened the last time a dude came back with expectations down here at the bottom, but it was obvious he was working his ass off. He became WWE champion, and that guy was Jinder Mahal. And I know a lot of people poo-poo that, but this could be a similar situation.
Could be.
I know we're thinking that The Miz is probably going to have that title next, but if SmackDown kind of stays thematically the same way it is, no big monsters, no obvious. Get out of here, Gio.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know, man. You're all trying to dick with my stuff. No sort of, obvious. Like Romans who have to have the title.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you plant the seeds.
Guy like Almas could do it.
You plant the seeds for a future larger Daniel Bryan Almas feud now, for it to continue on potentially after Mania if Daniel Bryan gets the belt off the Miz then.
Especially if their next foray isn't into Japan for NXT, as they have with the UK, but if it's in Mexico, if they want to make a really, really strong presence, or if they want to have a really, really strong presence there, do a couple tours down in Mexico, you're going to want a guy like Almas to be your champion, or at least a main eventer. So, I mean, that could be all good for him, and the dude deserves it. He's nothing but money. Could you imagine? Remember, it seemed like just not that long ago that, Alberto Del Rio was giving an interview saying, WWE thinks he's fat, so he's probably not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
And, look at him now.
I know.
He's a stud.
He is.
Yeah.
Next up, huge news this morning, dropped courtesy of WWE.com. Coachman out.
Say goodbye, Coach.
Renee Young in as full-time commentator on Raw. Coachman apparently will now be handling host duties on pay-per-view kickoff shows, so they're essentially trading Renee Young up to Raw, Coachman kickoff shows.
All right.
Great deal for Raw. Huge
All right.
improvement. And actually, Coachman, when he was on ESPN hosting SportsCenter, he did a pretty capable job of that. So I think him sitting behind the kickoff show desk, hosting that, kicking to different segments, more like a SportsCenter anchor versus a play-by-play person, I think that'll actually, play into his skill set a lot better too.
I hope Booker T remains on kickoff and just gives Coach all sorts of shit. Just really makes him work for his money.
All right.
Because Booker T is amazing.
He is amazing.
It's funny, I tweeted out this morning. I was like, man, now it'd be perfect if Booker T was just added as a fourth man.
Yeah.
I was pretty much, I wasn't joking, but I know it's not going to happen. A lot of people took that as serious. Now look, man, I don't treat Twitter very seriously.
No, but also you're serious in that you'd like to see it happen.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I'm
You
not
weren't
serious in thinking that it
it's
can.
gonna happen.
Exactly.
So your motivation was true.
Yeah, people are crazy though.
So anyways, this is great news. Renee Young commented on this on Twitter, and she said, quote, "I am so insanely excited about this to be the first woman to take over that chair that so many amazingly talented voices and personalities have sat in before me. Thank you to Vince, Stephanie, Triple H, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves, and many others." I was just watching the first episode of Mae Young Classic, which we'll get to shortly.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a bit.
And of course, she is doing commentary on that along with Beth Phoenix and Michael Cole. So far, fantastic. She's done a great job the 2 weeks she's been on. I would imagine with further reps, will only get better. great addition. I'm really looking forward to it.
Triple H also chimed in. A bunch of people chimed in on Twitter. Of course, Triple H, one of them. Every evolution needs a voice to tell us its story. Incredibly proud of @Renee Young WWE. Welcome to the #Raw commentary team. And then I think
Michael Cole said, work hard and you will be rewarded. Simple but true. Tonight will be a top 5 highlight in my 22-year career. Congrats, Renee Young.
Stephanie McMahon had this to say.
I'm so proud of Renee Young becoming the first ever female commentator on Raw. You deserve it. I can't wait to hear her perspective every Monday night. And again, there's more. Charlotte commented with congratulations. Natalia, picture her, Renee. Again, you deserve it. Congrats from Kurt Angle. Pretty unanimous from the WWE universe.
Corey Graves.
A well-deserved honor for Renee Young.
Corey Graves said this. I somehow managed to lose 2 different iPhones this week. I'm back together, and my first order of business is to congratulate Renee Young. I did it in person already, but, you know, if it doesn't happen on social media, it doesn't happen. So you might want to get your phone situation figured out there.
Seems like you did.
Corey Graves.
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, but, you know, losing 2 in a week, that's
something else.
That's an ongoing battle, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, he's good now.
Yes.
Make sure he's good tomorrow.
But will he lose number 3?
Ooh, stay tuned to Going In Raw Dirt Sheet.
That'll be top story Friday show.
There you go.
With hopefully Luchando. Anyways, speaking of Renee Young doing commentary work, let's talk Mae Young Classic 2018. Episode 1 went up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With all the stuff we had going on at the end of the week, didn't get a chance to watch it or review it. Watched it this morning. Mm-hmm. 1 episode in. Overall thoughts, Steve. Do you agree with me that it seems like the quality of the in-ring work across the board, granted it's 1 episode, seems more consistent than last year?
Yeah, I mean, I could be completely wrong about this. I feel like the people they're bringing back from last year have had, like, okay, so for example, yes, I do agree with you. Take Rhea Ripley, for example. Holy crap. Complete and utter transformation over the last 12 months. Mm-hmm. She's super young. Mm-hmm. She reminds me now of, she's got some Pete Dunne going on. A
little bit.
Her attitude.
A little bit.
It's like completely fully evil heel Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Looks amazing.
And she's got some metal music.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. So, I was on vacation yesterday. On our way back home, my wife and I stepped into a brewery.
Cool.
And, stopped, had lunch, had a beer, and they were playing, what you pretty much expect, like for ambient music on the outside.
Yeah.
Some mild, chill beats.
Like Bon Iver or something.
I go to the bathroom, and it's death metal playing in there.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Where else, what better place to listen to death metal than while either doing a number 1 or number 2? Mm-hmm. That's like the best. Mm-hmm. No, man, I want to keep it mellow in there.
No, you don't want someone barking at you while you're trying to relieve yourself.
Not really. Look at the look at the. I don't even like that when I'm working out.
I thought it was great.
Look at just the list of names that they brought in this year, plus the people they brought back from last year. It does. It feels like the quality's a bit, not to disparage anybody last year, but it does feel like the quality's high this year, man. The quality's super high.
I saw this first episode before I watched it. I wasn't sure how long it was, and I saw 4 matches. They're going to shortchange somebody, but I felt like all of these were at least 10 minutes long. Yeah. Everybody got a showcase to show off their skills. So, which last year I felt like there was more matches that were short.
Yeah, right.
There wasn't a single squash match amongst any of these.
So, like Killer Kelly, she's in the UK division, right?
Yeah, she was
on Ginny, and Tony Storm.
She was on one of the nights or both the nights.
Yeah, Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Yes.
So you got Tony Storm in the UK division. She was in there last year, but then she brings along with her Ginny and Killer Kelly, and those are like 2 fantastic.
Oh, and Isla Dawn too.
And Isla Dawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great names right there. So immediately you're pulling from a division you pulled from last year.
Mm-hmm. Was Satara in it last year?
I don't remember.
I kind of feel like she was.
I don't remember. And then Lacey Lane. I don't think Lacey Lane was in it last year. She's great.
Yeah.
Her look is Yeah. She looks like a freaking comic book character. She's great. You got the DC character. That's awesome.
Oh, for Satara, yeah.
Yeah.
Thought she might have been in it last year, but I could be. No, I guess just this year. My bad.
But yeah, I mean the list of names they got this year is fantastic. Mae Young, I heard her and Allison Kay put on a really, really great match. Mm-hmm. And then so the first match for episode 1
was Tegan Nox versus Zatara. Of course, Tegan Nox was supposed to be in last year's Mae Young Classic. Unfortunately, blew out her knee, had ACL surgery, which kept her out for several months. She just kind of returned to action.
So, like, okay, spoiler alert, kind of ish, I guess. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably already know this. So, Tegan Nox won her first match here against Satara with the Shining Wizard. I believe she goes on in the next match against, is it Rhea Ripley, or is it another match after that?
I feel like this might be further on than that.
Okay.
Anyways.
So, if anybody who actually pays attention to, like, what's going on, Tegan Nox is kind of want to look out for, because it's not good for her. So
it's a bummer.
It is a total bummer. So when I saw this the opening match, I was like, oh. I mean, it's hard to avoid spoilers.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes.
You can also see, pretty instantly why they're so high on her.
I know. The
She's really
charisma
smooth.
level,
yeah, charisma level's off the charts.
and in the ring,
super smooth in the ring.
Yeah.
Pretty athletic.
Yeah. Zatara was great though.
Yeah.
She was fantastic. Where is she from? Do you know?
Chile.
No. I'm sorry. Promotion-wise, do we know?
I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. No, she was great. She's the full-on, like, lucha heel was great. I love that stuff. But yeah, Tegan Nox won.
With I think she calls it the Shiningest Wizard.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, she's been all over. She's been on the NXT house circuit
for the last few months.
For a while now. Yeah. Doing really good stuff there. After that, we had Rhea Ripley versus MJ Jenkins. I loved MJ Jenkins.
Yeah, she was awesome. Speaking
really
about
good.
charisma levels off the charts.
I know. So where has she been? Oh, okay. So Shine, Combat Zone.
Yeah,
she's been in Impact too.
And she trained at Bubba and Devon's school. They mentioned that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Right on.
So yeah, it seems like she's got all the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really impressed by her. And you mentioned Rhea Ripley, the kind of reinvention she's undertaken over the last year.
Oh man, just great, just absolutely fantastic. Just all clad in leather and just mean
snarls and
didn't, because here's the thing. So last year when she showed up, she was very sort of fresh faced.
Yeah,
she was young,
was like 20 years old.
Yeah, well, she's only 21
I
now.
know.
Yeah, no, but she, it's like, oh, that's cute. I wonder, and you think that it's gonna take like 3 years for her to get anywhere? No. Holy crap!
Well, there's that great moment where the the ref will kind of pat the competitors down, make sure they got no foreign objects on them, and the ref was doing that. And Rhea was against his corner just doing this.
Yeah. There was one time, Jessica is the name of the female
Jessica
ref.
Carr, I think. Yeah,
Jessica Carr. At one point, Rhea says, "Okay, Jessica."
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley's got a lot of potential.
Pump handle powerbomb is what she won with.
Yeah, kind of out of nowhere too.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, MJ Jenkins, keep an eye out for her.
Oh,
she's all swagger.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Next up, we had Lacey Lane versus Vanessa Kraven. This is like literally a monster versus just a really cool looking comic book character. Terrifying.
And she was delivering some pretty mean chops.
Dude, she literally looked like a character out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like her face looks like monstrous. Not like in a, but she looks like, the face is,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
She was
making some faces.
She was making some mean monster faces.
She had, kind of like purple hair.
Like in my mind, she has like fangs.
All right.
She probably doesn't really, but man.
No, she doesn't.
I think that's a good job that she, put that in my head.
I didn't see any fangs at all.
Pretty sure she did. At one point, she ripped Lacey Lane's arm clean off. Wow. That was horrifying. It didn't help that I was doing shrooms during this match.
Yeah, apparently not.
And they kicked in instantly.
That's what you did while I was on vacation, huh?
Had to pick and choose my spot here, man. Can't do it on the show.
No, certainly cannot.
I'm joking. Steve doesn't do that stuff.
No, he doesn't. Anyways, it was Lacey Lane trying to combat the taller, stronger opponent.
Meaner, eviler.
Yeah, so she was trying to kick her on her legs, knock her off her vertical base, trying everything.
That's what you do when you have somebody who's bigger than you. You try to knock them off.
You kicked her legs.
Yeah, to try to take away their
height advantage,
vertical base.
Yeah,
yeah,
because if your knees are giving out on you, there's no power behind anything you do, Steve.
And talk about kind of out of nowhere, Lacey Lane was getting her ass kicked most of this match, and then she rallied, like you said. She's been kicking out her legs, crucifix bomb, and was really leaning into the pin attempt and got it. Kind of one of those, oh my God, surprise victories. I mean, it wasn't really a surprise. You can tell Lacey Lane, they should have plans for her.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, she looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
And she's a really fantastic wrestler.
Yeah, and she's pretty new to it still, too, if my understanding is.
And this is a really fun story that was told. All these are really fun stories that are being told.
Yeah, every match got its own story. Lastly, the main event, Killer Kelly versus Meiko Satomura.
Oh, man.
So we weren't that familiar with Satomura's work until this, apart from seeing her finisher a few times on YouTube, which is amazing.
There's
she didn't
like
get to do
a compilation of just her finish, which is describe her finish.
It's kind of like a leg drop curb stomp type deal.
Yeah,
it's something else.
Yeah,
check it out.
I feel like that's a move that we were talking.
We were, and we thought, why? How come no one does it? And someone brought up the Famouser, which isn't quite the same thing.
It's not.
But anyways, this was a great match. Satomura she's a veteran. They showed footage of her on Nitro.
Yeah.
Years and years ago.
Yeah.
So she's been doing this for a while. She's great, super smooth, super technically sound,
and brutal.
Yeah.
Just like this was she's in there with Killer Kelly,
who's got some MMA experience.
Yeah, and there are a couple of close-ups of these like kicks that Satomura was delivering.
Yeah.
And they were nasty.
Yeah.
Like I walked in and you're finishing up this match, and at one point you went like that.
I know.
Because
she had wrist control, and she did walked under, kick right in the chest.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty flush.
It looked pretty stiff.
Yeah.
But then like when she's during her little video promo thing, I'm like, oh, I want her to be my mom. Like she's probably the same age as me. I might be even older than her by a year or two. But she has a very motherly quality about her
until she's in the ring, and then
she gets in the ring, and it's like
she
evil
destroys
mom.
everybody.
Holy crap!
Oh, it was great.
Anyways, and by the way, that Death Valley driver is no joke.
No.
You know why? Because when she does it, she lands on her opponent.
Like Velveteen Dream does.
But he's so lanky. Like, she looks like she just puts stuff into it.
Yeah.
And his is always fun to watch because he's so tall and his legs.
Well, also, he kind of does a cartwheel when he does it, so he lands on his feet.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch.
Whereas she didn't. She just dropped all her body weight on Killer Kelly.
Which is something that, like, you don't really see that often, you know? Like, she really makes an emphasis point on that Death Valley driver. It's my favorite Death Valley driver. I've only seen it one time. It's great.
It's great.
So I'd be totally cool if that's her finisher. I wonder, I don't know if they allow her to do her finisher.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope so, because remember there was like a question, are they going to let Kairi Sane do her crazy elbow?
Yeah, well, that was more because they thought
Bailey was
doing
an elbow
at the
sign.
So it wasn't an issue of someone else in the company doing the same finisher, at least in this case. I guess if they don't let her do her finish, I don't know, like a safety concern, but I don't see how that's any worse than Seth's stomp.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's that's kind of my main point is like, they're just weird.
Yeah, they are weird.
They just get weird sometimes.
They do. They do. They do.
Anyways, before we continue, we've got some words from our sponsor, forhims.com. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Any bald spots yet? If there are, you're not alone, Larson. 66% of men lose their hair by the age of 35, and the thing is, when you start noticing hair loss, it's too late.
Yeah, so why turn to weird solutions or do nothing when you can turn to medicine and science? Forhims.com is the one-stop shop for men for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness.
Yeah, thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat hair loss with well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair.
And it's easy. Just answer a few questions. A doctor will review your order, and products are shipped directly to your door. That means no waiting rooms and no awkward in-person doctor visits. Save time by going to forhims.com.
And now, listeners of Going In Raw can get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. See the website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy.
So go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR.
Again, that's forhims.com/GIR. Thanks again to forhims.com for sponsoring today's show. It really, really does help Going In Raw to check out their products at forhims.com/GIR. Cody, we got news on that fancy pants NWA title.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cody. Sorry, just
Don't
Cody.
call him Rhodes.
Don't call him Rhodes. We've got word on his next appearance, I guess, with the NWA championship title.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, sure. So
He's calling me from New York.
I don't know. Get happy, though, Steve.
Okay, I'm happy.
Because Cody, the new NWA champ, is heading to your favorite promotion, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, September 16th.
Nice.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Ooh. I wonder, I don't know like what the delay is in getting the episode up, but this seems to be a very special episode because it's got Cody in it. I love Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, man.
I know, you speak highly of it. And it was also announced that Cody will have his first title defense as NWA champion at the NWA 70th anniversary show is taking place October 21st in Nashville. And his opponent will be Nick Aldis.
Rematch.
So, Steve, what's going to happen? Is Cody going to successfully retain this title? Is this going to be a short-term win to give it a little exposure to the NWA, just to have it go back to Aldis? What's it going to be?
I have a really hard time. So this is a big event. 70th anniversary show. I think they're trying to make a big deal out of it.
I think in this Cage Side Seats article that we're going to link to in the description, we got this info from. Corgan also said they're going to bring back like the North American title, I want to say, and start focusing on the tag titles.
Oh man, that's like a lot.
You're
Doing too much now.
No, that's what you got to do.
Do this. Do what they're doing for like another couple of years. Just the one title. Have them go.
Just 20 years.
I mean, look at what we're doing. Look at what we're doing with the H title, which is arguably has the same prestige as the NWA title.
We'll give Adam Mayhem some time, then yes.
Hey man, if that H title was around now and they were still they're still doing what they were doing the NWA title.
Oh, then maybe
2 years ago, then I think we'd probably be.
It's the National
right there.
Heavyweight Championship, so essentially North American title, yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then tag titles as well.
National. Yeah, man. I don't know. What do you think? Who do you think is going over here? I think I don't know. Meltzer seemed to think that they were gonna. That he said that it's possible Aldis is gonna get it back because of the Ring of Honor contract, et cetera, et cetera. I would think, and I'm no Dave Meltzer, obviously, but I would be quite a bit more jacked. Apparently, he's doing a thing with the Cultaholic, the Straight to Hell series. That's That's awesome. That's great. No, I don't know. So here's the thing. Matt Jackson said correctly. So they have all the leverage in the world.
Yes.
Those guys right now, their contracts are about to come up.
Yeah, November.
So they're kind of like lame duck contracts. They have all the leverage in the world.
Oh, yes.
If Cody wants to have that NWA title, I don't think there's a person alive who would think it's a bad idea. Maybe save Nick Aldis, who could be the next national champion because he's a stud. He's a good guy. I don't think there's anybody alive who would be like, nah, we need to put it back on Aldis. I don't think so. If he wants it, it's just a matter of, does he want to be, because he's going to have to show up as NWA champion to things like Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Does he want to do that? Does he have too much on his plate? I don't know.
I don't know either. It depends on what Cody wants, depends what Corgan wants for the NWA, depends.
See, I think it stops at your first line there, because if anybody were to say, "Hey, I don't want that title on,"
and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what Corgan wants long term.
Yeah.
How he's trying to build the promotion up. Not, of course, if given his druthers, I'm sure he'd love to have that belt around Cody's waist. But if doing so doesn't fit into the long-term plan, because he's always spoken long-term about what he wants to do with the NWA.
If doing so means Cody can't show up as champion the number of times that Corgan feels it would be right for him to show up as champion to defend that title, then and that doesn't play into his hand. Yeah, I guess so. This was if that's the case, then this was a fantastic way to re-legitimize the NWA championship in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
So mission might be accomplished. And then he can get it back on All This. It's been a very short amount of time since All In. At the same time, like I said, I think mission kind of accomplished
in a sense, yeah. But if Corgan's trying to reestablish the NWA as somewhat of a unifying organization for essentially non-WWE wrestling in the States, then it would be pretty awesome to keep that belt on Cody for a while.
Absolutely. But I mean, they've built that 10 pounds of gold, like. Largely, I'll have to go back and watch all of them. Largely on Aldis, and I'm not sure how much access. Well, I mean, he's Billy Corgan; he's got plenty of money. Did you watch the All In episode of 10 Pounds of Gold? I just watched like the first couple minutes. I meant to get back to it, but holy crap, the production value is fantastic. I mean, he just has a couple of camera dudes running around with some nice cameras, but man, it looks great.
Yeah,
it looks really good. So. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be cool if it was streaming somewhere. I'd check the shit out of that. I'd watch.
Oh,
that.
at the 70th anniversary show?
Yeah.
You're in luck to be on Fight TV.
Yes. Thank you, man. You're just a bastion of good news today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm sending you off on your top secret mission in the best of moods.
When is this shit? October 21st. Oh
yeah.
man.
Maybe we should stream that.
Oh, I'd live stream. Yeah.
What day of the week is the 21st?
Let's find out. It is. We're in luck. It's a Sunday.
All right.
Busy October.
It could be.
So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think out there? Do you think Cody
will retain?
is going to retain?
Will Aldis reclaim that title?
Yeah. Man, I'm glad you're back. I noticed the super chat. Somebody said, Travis Dayton said, the band is back together. Welcome back, Larson.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit on Friday. Ooh, I had to do that by myself. Not huge on that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I've never done it by myself, so Thursday is going to be interesting.
Is Mayhem around? Bring Mayhem on the show.
I thought about that.
Yeah, have him on the show.
I don't know if he's going to be back from Korea.
Is there like, he's coming back today.
Oh, all right.
Is there like, but I don't know. He might be going back out on the road. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there like a sensor beep? Like a time delay in case he says something completely off the rails?
We'll just have to talk beforehand.
I don't know. Can you control the H champion, Larson?
Well, it's not a matter of control or not. I can ask.
You can ask politely.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, it's time for maybe our favorite part of the Monday show. It's time for the Raw preview, Steve.
It's our favorite part of the show if they're
it's
quality.
The A writer.
If it's the A writer.
Based on the titles, I think we might be in for a treat. I'll begin. New Orleans gets rowdy once more in the same city that hosted her WWE in-ring debut at this year's WrestleMania. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey stands alongside her friend and trading partner Natalya to battle former title holder Alexa Bliss and the wily Alicia Fox in tag team action. This past Monday night, Little Miss Bliss made the Queen of Hearts submit to her own version of Rousey's armbar as the Rowdy One looked on from ringside. Can Rousey and Natalya score some retribution this coming Monday night, 6 nights before the baddest woman on the planet defends her title against the Goddess at the WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event? Not bad. It's not bad writing.
It's not bad. It's not great either.
Anyways, go on to the next one.
Well, so what's going to happen here?
It's a tag match.
There's a lot of nicknames. This is a tag match.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. Oh, so immediately this next one kicks off great.
Yeah.
Is the Shield shattered? Ooh, alliteration and everything. As if dealing with Braun Strowman and the new Raw Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre wasn't enough, the Shield now have to combat a small army of menacing superstars who have formed a unified front against the Hounds of Justice. After Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose were arrested this past Monday night and charged with inciting a riot, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct, the Shield returned to bring the fight to the monster among men and his new allies.
How could they get charged with inciting a riot when they just came down and it was Baron Corbin who sent the entire locker room out?
I feel like if Corey Graves is correct and their lawyer is David Otunga, that's the only explanation we need.
All right.
I don't think he's that great. But they were met with a massive ambush that included virtually half of the Team Red roster. Although clearly injured in the assault, the Hounds of Justice refused medical care at the end of the night. Will the big dog be at 100% when he defends his title against Strowman inside Hell in a Cell next Sunday? And how will the Shield strike back now that their enemies have joined forces? Larson, let me ask you something. So last week, the Shield got beat down by like everybody, right?
Yeah, basically.
This week, it stands to reason that they may end standing tall.
Yeah.
Does that affect the math going in
No, Reigns is totally winning.
to Hell in a Cell?
Next, the Game responds to the Dead Man.
The Game.
After WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels came to Raw and predicted a win for Triple H in the Game's final battle against The Undertaker.
Put you down like
at
a dog.
WWE Super Showdown in Melbourne, Australia.
Your friend.
The Phenom made a shocking return to the Red Brand to
I'm back.
state in no uncertain terms that he was going to put HBK's buddy Triple H down again.
Like a dog.
Referring, of course, to the Dead Man's back-to-back WrestleMania wins against the Game in 2011 and 2012.
Who wants a hot dog?
Triple H will address The Undertaker's comments Monday in New Orleans in what will surely be a must-see appearance by the King of Kings.
I want a hot dog. I'm going to put it down like a hot dog.
Mick Foley relives. Oh, God. This again? We're doing this shit again? Mick Foley relives Hell in a Cell history as Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman take their rivalry inside Hell in a Cell for the first time ever. WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley, who, yes, we know, infamously soared off the top of the diabolical structure 2 decades ago. We were watching live. We remember.
Yep.
Returns to Raw to commemorate the 20th anniversary of that grueling and iconic Hell in a Cell match against The Undertaker at King of the Ring 1998, where I put you down like a dog. What advice will Mrs. Foley's baby boy impart to the superstars preparing to do battle inside the cell's terrifying confines, and how will he celebrate one of the most brutal matches in history of sports entertainment? He did this last year, or 2 years ago.
Year. And actually, wouldn't it be more apropos for him to show up tomorrow on SmackDown? Because do you know Jeff Hardy's going to do something crazy with that cell?
Yes.
And he can say, hey, this happened. Jeff, don't do anything crazy.
Did you see that Twitter thing that went semi-viral in the wrestling community? That guy jumping off.
That trust fall kind of thing. And it ended up just belly flopping. I know. Do you see how close he was to hitting the edge of that pool? Oh, my gosh. That was, what, 3-4 feet maybe?
Maybe.
Wow.
I watched it over and over.
Oh, I did too.
Because he was standing like...
And he held perfectly still the whole time.
Perfectly still, like a mannequin.
The whole time. The whole time. That was great.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, let's take some questions. Alto says, DM Steve, lol. So apparently he DM'd you.
Well, you need to specify that, buddy.
TW.
Oh, hold on. Lou Mazzola. That's like my favorite new name. Lou Mazzola. I'll take one of those Chicago Slayers packs, please. Thanks, Lou.
TDW Live. If the Elite show up in WWE, should Adam Cole turn an Undisputed Era and join the Elite? No. Undisputed Era versus Elite feud.
What they need to do with Michael Cole is
This is already getting off to a bad idea.
is have Michael Cole change his name.
All right.
Because it's funny, I see Michael Cole, Adam Cole memes all the time.
Emilio Hernandez says Rainmaker.
Well, yeah, man, absolutely. He doesn't just say Rainmaker. He says Rainmaker.
What was that about?
Oh, I don't know. He linked me to a WWE TLC San Jose poster.
It's going to be in San Jose.
And he says there's possibly going to be a superstar shakeup. Why does he suspect that?
I don't know.
These
because Sasha's on
the blue side.
Is that Daniel Bryan on the roster?
I mean, yeah, technically. I don't. They're not necessarily. I mean, I guess they're kind of separated.
Could be, man.
I think that's just to balance out.
Could be. Fear and Loathing NYC. Undertaker trying to convince a very defiant Vince to let him put Bobby Roode over. So Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. What?
You got a match with Bob Roode tonight.
Who?
Bobby Roode.
I don't know. Oh, wait, Rick Rude. He's dead.
Bobby Roode.
He's in the depths of... No,
Yes.
he's in heaven.
Bobby Roode, Mark.
Oh, yeah, the guy from TNA?
Yes. Here's the thing. You've had a great career. It's time to let some new blood go over. Bob Roode gets the win.
Okay, just make sure all the zeros are on that paycheck. I'll take $300.
I have that much cash in my back pocket.
That's a great deal.
What a deal. Adam Darwin, I have one request for the new WWE game. If it has microtransactions, I urge you not to promote the game. I don't want them in AAA games. I would appreciate it. I don't know anything about any of that.
That was the best answer ever.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about. Do they? That's okay. Here's the thing. Did they have microtransactions last year? You could buy loot stuff, right?
Maybe. I mean, we use that game for a very specific thing. And in terms of how we use that game, I didn't encounter any microtransactions.
I'll put it this way. Although I was for Steve Thunder on my career mode, I was trying I wanted to get a Rainmaker for my finisher, and it said I needed a loot crate to do that or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I assume I could probably pay for that, but I didn't, and I was fine playing the game. I don't look, man, like you said, exactly right. For our very specific usage of the game, it does. I don't put any more in NBA 2K. I totally have. I've been like, man, I really want Booty Juice to be better, so I like plunked down $20, and I made him better.
Yeah,
he's still not that good.
Yeah. Well, in that sense, it's just to speed along the process that could happen if you just played the game.
If you grind through it. Yeah, exactly.
So it's not a situation where you have to do it.
Right. So look, I'm not going to get involved in the. We're not gamers. I'm not going to get involved in the debate over microtransactions. I think people have the. If they don't want microtransactions, don't use them.
Yeah, don't spend money on it.
And don't buy the game, and then the market will figure itself out. So, I don't know. I mean, we've seen it. I think wasn't there like a Star Wars game that people revolted over because of the latest Battlefront or something?
Yeah. So they
changed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys.
Travis Dayton, better pizza, New York style or Chicago deep dish?
Oh, Chicago deep dish.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out New York style, like what the gimmick
It's
is.
just flat, I think.
All right, you can just fold it up in a pocket.
Yeah.
You can put it in your pocket.
I like the pool of ingredients within the deep dish, and then when it gets cold, it congeals.
Yeah.
So it's not formless; it holds its form.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was really good. We
I
didn't have Lou Malnati. I want to try that next time.
I like that his name was Illuminati. Thomas Speller. This is my favorite question. I want to start a YouTube channel, but I feel my lack of editing skills will hold me back. Should I do it?
How much editing do we do on this channel? Our normal weekly programming. One show requires editing.
Yeah. I don't know. If you look, I'll put it this way. If you feel that your lack of editing skills are going to hold you back, they probably will hold you back.
But also, the best way to improve editing skills is to edit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. YouTube is a sinking ship. So I would say go to Vimeo or start a Twitch channel and just play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just do that.
That's what I'm saying. Or just do content like we do, like these podcasts that require virtually no editing on a daily basis.
Just talk.
And then on the side, edit stuff. Practice your editing skills.
Well, I don't know what Thomas Beller wants to do.
I don't either.
If he wants to do like really hype music video montages,
Well,
to
he
video,
definitely has to practice
like
that.
music video, like songs to Fortnite gameplay footage.
Yeah. Then you need some practice.
Then you need,
And the only way to practice is to do it.
yeah.
And the only way you're going to get better is to do it more.
Yeah.
Flame Spitter, just got home from work. Time to kick back, relax, enjoy listening to you guys talk about wrestling. Thanks for all the great content that you guys make. Thank you very much, Flame Spitter.
Jova, odds of Undisputed Era being called up and feuding against Shield.
Not anytime soon, I don't think.
I would think after Mania they're going to get
Maybe.
called up, right?
Maybe.
It's hard to believe it's been a year already since they've been up.
I know. Warm Soda just says butts.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Butts is good.
Nick Failer. So
there was a thread on the Friendoverse on the closed Facebook group. Now it's closed. Can't even get in. And somebody posed the question again. What is it with the Friendoverse trying to get between us and the Undisputed Era?
what would they say?
This time they asked, does Steve and Larson's relentless love of the Undisputed Era somewhat ruin them for you?
For the viewers?
Yeah. And some people said yes.
Well, that's just like their opinion, man.
Although most people said no.
Yeah.
And they thought they were crazy for asking that question, which is the proper response.
And that is undisputed. You can't do it if you're holding the phone.
One guy said, so one guy kind of appropriately pointed out that it's kind of just a gag right now. But one guy said, yeah, like I want to seriously know how they would book Undisputed Era. And all they say is give them all the belts. I'm like, that's not a gag.
That's not a gag. It's in their name. That should be the way to book them. Right? Yeah. Am I right? I'm right.
These people think that I'm not lurking on that shit.
Nick Failer. So I read an article, I think from Forbes, saying that it would be in wrestlers' best interest to unionize. What are y'all's thoughts on how unions could impact the business?
I don't know, man. Like now you think it'd be the best time, right?
Yeah.
They've signed everybody. If everybody, like, what are they going to do if people start, teaming up?
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to go to Raid Impact or whatever?
Yeah, I know.
Which they're already kind of doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean,
if they could unionize and at least get guaranteed time off every year.
Yeah.
Non-injury related.
Yeah.
Like scheduled time off.
Right.
To heal their bodies. If they could get a max number of days they work during the course of the year. And then I know they get health insurance, get health coverage, I believe, WB Talents it is, for anything that happens in the ring. But I feel like the company should provide health insurance because of compounding injuries. So like say a wrestler who's wrestled for 10 years, pretty high impact style, he's out mowing his lawn, steps on a rock, breaks his ankle.
Whoa, Mr. Glass now.
I'm just saying. And, you could tie the injury, probably that's not the best example, to, years of wear and tear in the wrestling ring. It would help if the industry that employed you and it was maybe indirectly led to the injury could kind of help in the whole situation.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest. I don't know enough about their working situation.
No, I don't either.
I would suggest this though. I'm pro union. I think unions are great. Mm-hmm. I think anytime you can help the working person, the proletariat, if you will.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Collective bargaining and such.
Yeah. So I would imagine if it ever came to pass, it'd be great. I don't know enough about the pro wrestling industry, the workers. Wasn't there a story about Hulk Hogan
torpedoing the attempts in the 80s?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Apparently there was quite a bit of momentum behind it.
Ugh, what a bummer.
Jonathan, Samoa Joe's Renee tweet is amazing. Hashtag kayfabe.
Oh, what did he say?
Something like getting an extra source of income or something in the household. Read it.
I would like to think I had a hand in pushing this talented individual to lock down a more stable income for her household, but this isn't about me. Congrats, Renee. That's good.
BreakingControllers.com. Hey, Larson, can I get a Bree mode? He gave us money. Mr. Helking. Yeah, my name is Steve's favorite name. What's your favorite name?
Oh, maybe that was, what's his name? Lou Mazzola.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, guys, I hear you got a great podcast called Going in Raw. My name's Lou Mazzola.
There you go.
I'd like one of those Chicago shirts.
Yeah.
You like the deep dish?
Oh, yeah.
I like the deep dish.
Yeah, deep dish is great.
You like Going in Raw? Deep dish?
I do. DJ Chicken, how did y'all train Gypsy to be the DJ for the show? Train Gypsy to be the DJ?
For the show.
I don't get that.
I don't know.
Was it something you did on Friday?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I think I yelled at somebody pointed out that I yelled at Hilton to hit the music, and then I just said, I'm a one-man show here. Minnesota Joe is on Twitter, deadlifting 245 pounds wearing a Going in Raw shirt.
Awesome.
Watch this stud about to lift right here. I'm going to retweet this shit. There's Minnesota Joe's retweet.
Let's see.
Look at that. And then his balls, just everything comes falling out. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, stud. Oh, then he mad dogs the camera. So
Excellent.
That's a good use of Twitter.
Rahul Kapoor, 1 pound. Shane Anonymous. Steve, what does your shirt say? Says, shoot your TV, read comics. That's
I used to sell this shit back in the day.
Steve, original shirt.
I get a lot of looks. People always think I'm going to shoot up a place if I wear this. Let's see here. Planet Chuck. This is a good question. Would WWE be more interesting if they let the talent be themselves or hired a better writing staff? So when I was listening to that Talk is Jericho and
Cody and the Young Bucks, yeah.
They were talking about, Cody was saying it'd be really difficult for me to go to WWE because
he can't take direction anymore, yeah.
He says I get to, what is it called, write his own song or whatever. And Jericho was talking about having collaborated with Jimmy Jacobs.
For the Kevin Owens stuff, yeah.
And he said that it was really difficult to let go of the final cut, as he says. And so I don't know, because I don't know what the actual working.
I guess the best environment would be a fully collaborative one.
You would think it would be. You would seriously think it would be.
Where the wrestlers can find a comfort zone for themselves, take input from creative, but since the wrestlers are the one who are doing the talking, they should kind of have final say in what words come out of their
Bobby
mouth.
Roode, yeah, we're gonna do this thing with you where you smile incessantly and you're really happy all the time.
But then I would hope that if he was in
that doesn't work for me.
Or either that, or say, what's going on behind it?
Yeah. What's my motivation for being happy?
Because if he showed up on main roster with this kind of smile on his face all the time after what just happened in NXT, that could have been interesting.
Yeah, but dude,
it wasn't that at all. I know.
Yeah, because I don't think NXT is canon for them.
I don't think it is.
I really don't.
Wayne Maker, enjoy your Soros money. I don't know what that means.
Soros money.
With Undisputed Era shills.
Soros.
I don't know what that means. BreakingControllers.com. I just remembered Kevin Owens is feuding with Lashley. That could be good. Charvel Myers, how many wrestlers came to y'all both and or recognized you guys at StarCast?
How many what now?
Wrestlers. Well, Adam Mayhem did.
Simon Grimm.
Yeah.
He knew us from 10 for the win.
Yeah.
And by the way, so when the vlog went up on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
There was an entire spiel that Simon Grimm gave us, and it was fantastic, and it was awesome talking to him. And my goddamn phone, which is, I'm getting the new iPhone when it comes out. Apparently the press conference is in 2 days. Lacey's getting it from me for my birthday.
Cool. Yeah, it cut out.
It cut out after he said, like, there was like a bit more of the sentence there. Yeah, cut out.
Yeah, no,
so
it's a bummer.
God damn it.
It was great talking to him, though.
Yeah, it was awesome. He's fantastic.
I think that's it.
I have a couple more here.
No, I meant wrestlers who recognized us.
Oh, yeah. Although apparently when one of our friendos, I forget whom, took a picture with Cody and Kazarian at their cigar meetup thing.
He said, I'm all about that.
He was wearing I'm pretty sure he meant condomless sex, because he says, oh, he saw the shirt and said, oh, I'm all about that, man. I'm all about that. Because it says going in Raw, that's a euphemism for condomless sex. So I'm pretty sure Cody just meant, having condomless sex with probably Brandy.
Let's go to the next question.
Chris Welsh, when do you see Ambrose turning heel?
Before Mania.
Yeah, you think they're going to do that Shield triple threat at Mania?
Probably not. They really should, though.
I don't know, man.
I wonder if they're going to do Reigns versus The Rock.
Reigns. Oh, yeah, they could do that, I guess, still, huh? I was thinking about that. Rock, he can pretty much just do whatever he wants now, right? I would think. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't you? I would think that the whole Hollywood insurance stuff, that's got to be kind of a thing of the past, right? I could see that back at the Cena Rock stuff.
I would think that'd be still just as much of an issue, if not more, because he's older, probably more injury prone.
He can, yeah, but here's the thing. Talk about a guy who has all the leverage.
Oh, I know. But I mean, here's the thing. If he's, which never seems to be the case, if he's in between projects, again, he always seems to be working on something. So
yeah, true.
Then I'm sure, yes. But if he's a month before production, when he's supposed to have his match, no, that's still going to be a major issue.
Yeah, maybe.
That's millions and millions and millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars on the line. If he gets hurt, they have to push to postpone production of the movie. That's what happened to Hercules.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be
No, I would know. Obviously, it's going to be a scheduling thing. Like, but I'm just thinking, like, the dude makes $65 million a year.
It's because he works all the time.
Like, he could probably get out of, like, he could do whatever he wants
Yeah,
as long as
if he wants to take a couple months off, he could. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wonder if
I don't know if he
ever
wants to do that. He seems to like it. He seems to enjoy his work.
Yeah. So I guess, I don't know what the incentive would be for him to come back and have a match against Roman Reigns. I really don't. Like, what do you think?
Wait, what?
What would be Rock's incentive to come back and have a match against Roman Reigns?
Put over Roman, I guess.
And what a weird, like, didn't Rock pass that torch already to Cena? Shouldn't Cena Reigns be the match?
Yeah, we already saw that. There's No Mercy.
Well, yeah, but a Mania match.
Yeah.
Like a big
I'm going to tell you. OG Sneakerhead, Eminem, or Machine Gun Kelly? I think that's MGK.
I don't know.
I don't really listen to either of them anymore, or at all.
Have you ever listened to
Not really, no.
Me neither.
Or really Eminem for that
Didn't he
matter.
do a song for WWE?
Yeah, one of the Manias he did a song. Maybe the one we went 31, the one we went
I think
to.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's probably all right. Isn't Machine Gun Kelly who Kevin Owens powerbombed off the stage?
Wow.
I think.
Wasn't that Eric Bischoff?
No, that was Kevin Nash that did that.
Kevin Nash powerbomb Machine
Eric
Gun
Bischoff.
Kelly off the
And
stage.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Both of them?
Same time.
Stack a leg?
Wayne Maker. It's a play on conspiracy theorist logic. Again, I don't know if I can say that
I don't know
word.
if you can say that word. Half the
That's
time
what I
you
thought
throw words at
you're
us.
referencing, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's a language barrier between us and
like
Wayne Maker.
Seems like it. You got any more Twitter questions?
Probably.
Or are we going to stop?
Leva Bates is on Twitter. She's just dinking around in Spider-Man, the video game.
It seems like it's pretty fun. People are tweeting about that, selfies and such.
Dukari Sanchez. Who do you guys think challenges Nakamura at Hell in a Cell for the U.S. title? Nakamura at Hell in a Cell. It's not going to happen. It's like this week. It's like Tuesday. That's it. That's all we have. We got Tuesday, and that's it. He is not going to be at Hell in a Cell.
Our truth. That's it for today. The patrons, people who are on Patreon, our Patreon. Stay tuned. Post shows coming up. It's coming up.
Yes, it is.
For everybody else, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Hilton, can you hit that music? Hilton, are you going to be here Friday to help him out?
Well, Luchando might be here. I don't know what you're talking about this Hilton for. Who's Hilton?
They're like the same person.
No, they're not.
Didn't we know that?
Stop with that.
She's going to take that damn mask off, right?
Oh, my God.
I hate the mask. Just don't do that anymore. Hilton, you're good, right? Okay, cool. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.